Good day everyone and welcome to Omareviews, and today we have another episode of Steel or No Steel, where I have the job of reviewing a steelbook and a film and deciding whether the steelbook is worth buying and whether the film itself is worth watching. Today we have Let Me In. Let Me In is a film about a boy who goes to school and is getting bullied. He meets a girl who turns up who happens to be a vampire, and she changes his way of thinking, she changes his way of life and the way he sees the world. But first let's start with the steelbook. The steelbook to this film is actually really surprisingly nice. I seen it on Zavvi when it first came up as the thumbnail, and I thought it looked like a really nice steelbook. It looked like one that had real character to it, it looked individual, it looked like it was unique, and it didn't look the same as everything else. It didn't look like it was going to be one that was imported straight from a cover, or that you look at it and it's kind of, wow, it's really boring. And it really had something new about it. It had something which was characterised in the film in a way, and it was one that really left me kind of happy that I bought it when it arrived at the door. I managed to hold off for it for a bit until it went down to $7.99, and when it came I was really impressed. The blood splatters on it look nice. The whole kind of Let Me In mystique is around the steelbook, and it just works. It brings something to life. It has got character with the steelbook. The back, I don't know. Again, it's really nice because it has its own character and it has something different. However, I don't feel that it goes with the steelbook as such. I don't think there's a theme amongst that. It seems a bit sharp. You've got the nice blood splattered imagery on the back, on the front, and you've got the title there, and it looks really thematic. And then you've got on the back just a picture of Grace Moretz there, which it's a nicely done picture, don't get me wrong. I just feel like it just feels like it doesn't belong there in some sort of way. But anyways, when you open up on the inside of the steelbook, again you've got the nice disc there, which I quite liked. It wasn't a boring disc. If you looked at my video of The Crow, I wasn't very impressed with the disc, and sometimes they look very poor. This disc, it went with the steelbook, it looked really nice, and it gave another slight little nice touch to the thing. The inside artwork has the picture of the main guy in the film, I can't remember his name now, and then Chloe there, and it's a good little piece. But when you take the disc away, it doesn't have anything on the right side as much, which isn't too bad because the disc will cover it anyway. But the inside artwork on the left it's a bit grisly as well, which I kind of like. And that's what I mean about it going in a theme with the front. The front's kind of grisly with the blood, the inside's grisly with the kind of blood around her mouth and on her wrists and clothing, and then the back just seems kind of too plain. But it's a really nice steelbook, and I don't know what more they could have done. I think maybe the blood drops, a couple could have been embossed or something like that, just to give it that raised texture. But in terms of all-round steelbook, it's a really nice steelbook, and yeah. In terms of the film, however, how do I put this? It bored me to shit, and I think that's a really uncommon opinion. I mean, I looked on IMDb, I looked on Rotten Tomatoes, and the film seems to have really rave reviews. I couldn't grasp it, I couldn't get into it. But the film, it seemed to be rated really highly, but I just couldn't. And the more and more I watched the film, the more and more I found myself in this trance that I was watching something that made no sense in a way. I mean, there was a boy who went to school, who got bullied, he meets a girl, and all of a sudden he starts to think he's John Rambo, for God's sake, and it didn't click. There was something there. I mean, I think the best part of this movie, what I found, was the soundtrack. I thought the soundtrack was beautiful. I thought it went with the film really nicely and what it tried to convey. I'm not a massive fan of vampire films anyway, but this didn't feel like a vampire film. It didn't feel like a horror, and it didn't seem like it had any genre. I know I'm not taking anything away from the acting. The acting was good, and I felt like what they tried to do, the filming of the film and the way that everything was put together was nice, but I think it was more of the story. There was nothing there that clicked for me. It kind of left me thinking, what the hell am I watching? Because there's no connection to anything. there's a boy meets a girl. She's a vampire who needs food, and he's got some broken family or something, and there was just nothing for me that kept me watching this film. I think I had to split it in half. I genuinely think I had to switch it off and have a rest because I was bored. I was really bored watching this film, and I think I'm the only person in the world who's saying this. So definitely go check it out yourself, because my opinion might be completely out of the blue. It might be completely opposite to everybody else's, which it seems to be. But my take of the film was I just couldn't. And I can't emphasise that enough. But it isn't a bad film, which is what annoys me so much. But definitely go check it out, because you might love it and everyone else seems to really enjoy it. So I don't know, maybe I'm just an anomaly in all this, but check it out. In terms of the steal or no steal factor, the Steelbook is a steal. If you're a fan of Chloe Grace Moretz, if you like the film, which I didn't, then go check it out. Go get the Steelbook, but don't pay too much. It's one of these. It's a really nice Steelbook, but it's not up there in the realms of Mementos, Kimichi DVD Steelbook, or the Drive Steelbook, anything like that. If you can pick it up for under £15 or so, get it. If not, just wait for it to go down in price a bit. In terms of the film, I wouldn't tell you to watch it personally because I didn't enjoy it. But if you fancy something horror-esque with an element of boy meets girl falls in love turns John Rambo kind of scenario, go watch it. Or if you're just intrigued to see if your opinion really differs to mine, watch it, because it's one of them. I'd love to have a discussion down in the comments and hear what you guys think. But yeah, so if you like the channel, subscribe. If you like the video, like it down below. Let me know what you guys think of the Steelbook and the film in the comments below, because I'm really interested to hear what you guys think of the film. If you liked it, disliked it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me, or just let me know what you think of the Steelbook.